Hi guys, welcome back to another Babbling beer review here at the King and Dragon. Welcome back one and all for another one. Nice strong one tonight. I was in Tesco's today. How the supermarkets are available, as I always say in my babbling. It's just a disclaimer really, so that I cover everybody. So yeah, how the supermarkets are available, Babbling beer reviews. I was in there doing a little bit of shopping, as you do. Had a quick walk down the drinks arm, as you do. And yeah, I was just looking at all different cans there, because I did say in the previous videos I've got a couple that I want to still get through. Kill from Celtic Breweries, another one I want to do, but I'll get around to that. I haven't been that way. I've been over to Morrison's, so that way, one supermarket's one way, one's the other. So, you know, if I'm in the area at the time, then I'll pick that one up. So, this is from Tesco's. Yeah, I was looking at the shelf, and there's so many weird and wonderful, aren't there, drinks now. You know, these fruity flavour beers, and as I said to you, a lot of them are doing now, like this one I told you, local to me in the previous videos, Blunt Rock Brewery, the hazy beers, hazy IPAs and things like that. And you look at the cans, you know, and you think they're all. I mean, I don't buy cans since I've been doing this beer reviews. Really, it's the only reason that I've started buying them. Really, I mean, I wouldn't dream of buying cans really. And as I said to you, cans are no generally. I mean, I do drink. I used to drink a lot of cans. I mean, I don't say they're not a no. I used to drink Abbott Ale and Old Speckled Ale. I used to drink a lot of that. But since lockdown, I've had my own beer engine and my own little pub. I like real ales. I know I can get them, so I tend to go for that. Obviously, when I'm buying cans at home, it was just like, it was convenience, wasn't it? But I don't think because I keep saying you can't beat live ale from the pump. I love it. You know, proper real live ale out of a polypin bag. Yeah, I think it's great. So, and I've got one coming. That'll be the next review, guys. Back onto the hand pull for Beery Head from Bays, but we'll discuss that when I do it. So, yeah. So I was looking at the aisle and I was looking at all these tins, and I thought, you know, there's so many of them, and they're so expensive. I mean, you know, for a can, this, you know, what size are we here? 440 mils. Okay, you know, seems to be the sort of norm, doesn't it? But £3.50 that was. Okay, it's from Northern Monk Brewery, Heathen. While I'm just looking at it, Heathen from Northern Monk Brewery. It is a 7.2 hazy IPA head blower. That's what I'd say. Don't know, they're stronger out there, isn't there? 7.2. That's what caught my eye as I was looking at them all, and I quite like. I mean, I think a lot of them, they do work on branding. If you look at their website, you've got people that actually work on their. If you actually look at Northern Monk's website and look at what they call the monks. I'm now an honorary monk, drinking their beer. I think. Yeah, there's people that actually do. You know, the designer on there. It tells you who he is. So, I mean, I suppose in a crowded marketplace, you want your beer to pop, don't you? So when I'm looking at all these different wonderful colours, that one just seemed to stand out in amongst them all. Maybe I just saw the small print, the 7.2. I think it might have been the word heathen, actually. That's what it was. That's what my missus, you know, I'll call me a heathen. The old dragon. By the way, she's back. She's on the mend slowly. A lack in her iron, as I said in the previous video, she was in hospital. So with some of the old magic pills and that, sort her out, get her back to normal, having beer reviews, and then we can, you know, she can get back to her duties, can't she? That's, you know, get back to doing what she should be doing, eh? Yeah, we love her really. So yeah, Heathen hazy IPA from Northern Monk. I was just looking at it. It says it's a juicy, hazy, juicy tropical. That's what it says about it. One for the late nights and hazy mornings. Well, I suppose if you drank enough at that percentage, you would end up with hazy mornings, wouldn't you? Banging headache time. Tom Bissett, I think that's his name, founder. Hey up, we're Northern Monk. Hey up. A few years ago, we set out to brew some of the best beer in the world from a damp cellar in the north. And I was reading up about them, as I said to you, I do. I'm just going to my phone a minute because I've got little things to pick up on. But they didn't have much, you know, support. Sorry, they didn't have much financially, I don't think. But with support of friends and family and a 5,000 gift from one of their, I think it's his nan, his gran. She downsized the house, reading about it, and they, you know, give all the kids some money, and he needs 5,000. He put it into his brewery, and there we go. That's, I suppose that's where it really was born, wasn't it? Best beer experiences we can whilst working with the community around us continues to drive us forward. So yeah, so they've come a long way. It says, with a lasting commitment to create best beer experiences we can. So there you go. Heathen, Northern Monk Heathen. I don't know if you guys have had this out there. I think there's a few reviews out there for it. Yeah, I don't know, hops and yeast. It doesn't, obviously it doesn't really tell you. There's like a load of German writing on there. I don't speak German, so funny enough, my missus was born in Germany, so it'd explain a lot, wouldn't it? She probably could translate for me, couldn't she? Hey, maybe not. Yeah, so there we go. Fresh, unpasteurised, unrefined product. Keep it cool and enjoy responsibly. Yeah, drink too much really, that's the problem. That's the thing with doing these reviews, isn't it? Encourages you to buy more beer. So I've just bought one there, 10 litre polypin. I've got a couple as well in line for review, this one being the first one. So yeah, I just want a quick thing of here. So I don't buy cans very often, but something you look at them all, they're all looking at you, and jumped out. And I thought, we're doing these reviews, and I'll, you know, see what people are drinking and try and, you know, cover them Babbling beer reviews, cover that, you know, that pace. See what, you know. Apparently started in 2008. Was the original sort of the journey began. Co-founder Russ Bissett entered a young entrepreneurs competition with an idea, Northern Monk. Strange name. I wonder why it's got that. It doesn't explain, you know. Based in Leeds, but it would still take a few years to really get going. The idea was given life in 2013 when Granny Bissett sold her house and downsized, gifting 5k to all of her grandchildren the proceeds. Russ also met head brewer Brian Dixon at a beer festival, and fueled by the frivolities of a beer fest, realised they had a shared dream of a proper northern brewery. The pair brewed a small amounts of beer in a damp cellar. Lovely. That's where to start. So it's one of these places these guys start. It's what I like reading about them. And it says here, in a cellar in Bradford, up north, up there. Yeah, and it says using other breweries' kits. Is that beer kits? I mean, can you do that? Can you brew your own beer? You brew somebody else's beer in a kit form. I suppose if you make it. I've got one I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put it on that channel, on this channel as well. I've got a pale ale I'm going to do, a simple pale ale. Obviously I'll show you the ingredients of that when I do it. I'm going to brew that beer and hopefully post a different state. It'll take several weeks to complete, but I'll do it, and then I shall just upload it as a video sometime down the road in the future. Not too far down the road, hopefully. So yeah, and I'm going to add bits to that, so that becomes mine, does it? I don't know. I mean, how does that work? Put it in the comments. Do you know? Can you? And he said they went on to use other people, brewers' kits, and sold their beers at local farmers' markets. After 3 months selling IPAs between gazebos laden with cheese and handmade soaps, they attracted an initial investment. Doesn't say from who there. In 2014, Northern Monk was truly born. So 2014, it's a bit of a journey, I suppose, up to that point. We found a home, and our own brewery was set up in Grade 2, listed abandoned mill building in Leeds. The old flax store. It's still our home today. And as Northern Monk grew, so their reputation. And then obviously it goes on to tell you a bit more about different beers they launched with. Their first beer was Faith, which is now arguably the best core pale ale in the country. Is that true? Put that in the comments. I don't know, guys. Let me know if you know. I've not tried it. Obviously this is the first one I've ever tried of theirs, so interested to know. Was one of the first in the New England style to launch in the UK. Faith is still our shining light. And then in 2016, it goes on to talk about they won. They won a medal in an IPA category at the World Beer Cup with Eternal, which we still met today. Later the same year, I take a trip where it leave its mark on approach to work we took to brewing forever. Babbling beer reviews. Can't understand what I'm saying, can you? Even though I can't half the time. They spent a week travelling around New England and Vermont, solidifying a love of the Hazy IPA and crystallising a vision of Northern Monk being the #1 Hazy IPA brewer in the UK, led by Faith. Since then, we've continued to grow in scale and ambition while never compromising our quality or our values. Yeah, and as I say, obviously they're established, get your words out, an established business now. So Hazy IPAs, I mean, I'm an old fart really, guys. I like your traditional. I mean, I do like my bays and, you know, different ones. I do tinker with them a bit, but I'm not really a hazy beer man really. I like clear beer. I like, you know, traditional grandad ale, if you like. That's the sort of stuff I'm into, but with a bit more strength, you know. I said to you, 5%ers, golden ales, lovely. So this one should be nice. This pale ale, fair enough. I'm going to try here, but we'll get to that, as I say. So a tin of beer at £3.50. £3.50 for that, as I say, at Tesco's, other supermarkets are about £3.50. I mean, for a can of beer, I always feel like an idiot when I'm buying beer at that price. Well, not, you know, not if I was buying a pint in the pub. It's only you'll pay nearly £5. Like some people, you can go to a pub and, you know, £4.50 for a pint of beer. But the thought of picking up a tin, that's why I said you got the Guinness. And I mean, the Brewdog one I did was alright. It was only £1.70, so that was, I don't mind paying that. But £3.50, you know, that is a lot of money in it for one can of beer. When you think you can buy, you know, we used to, I don't know, four tins for £5, can't you? You know, so maybe it's a strength, I don't know. But let's give it a whirl, shall we? And so I don't drink many tins, but doing this review, it's going to be anything and everything, I think. You know, I'll just bottles, cans, live ales, definitely live ales as we get them. So the pour, guys, the pour, it's a can, so I've no idea what it's going to come out like. Yeah, very fruity straight away. You can feel the fruit in a tropical smell. Here we go, here we go. 7.2%. Yeah. I mean, this hazy beer, what is it with this? What is it, guys? The younger viewers out there and younger drinkers, what draws you? Is it a fashion thing? I mean, what draws you to drink a hazy beer? Well, not even just young people in general. What, I mean, look at that. That is, do you know, it kind of looks like my box of bays when I get to the bottom, and I told you get all that sediment. That's what, I mean, obviously end, but I mean, look at that. Hey? Again, look at, you know, short change. That's anything I don't like to see. Look at that. I mean, when I pour a beer from that pump, if you ever sitting here, guys, with me, you'd get a nice full pint overflowing. I mean, look at that. It looks like dirty dishwater, like murky dishwater, doesn't it? It's, well, you know, dishwater being brown up, Babbling beer reviews, but it just, it looks like a sort of summery, fruity drink, doesn't it? I mean, I don't even look like that. To me, it looks like, I don't look appealing to me, really. I don't find that. I mean, hazy, that's not to me, that isn't haze. That's like thick gloop, isn't it? It's the thick. I mean, can we see any light on there, guys? I mean, there's no sediment. It's obviously brewed that way. Do you know, it's like melting down a banana, them Tesco lollies you can get, the splits, the pineapple one in it, isn't it? That sort of consistency. But yeah, I don't know, you know, for me, I say I prefer the good old standard ales, you know, good old proper nice ale from a pump. An amber in colour, golden in colour. Yeah. Yeah, definitely that sort of modern IPA fruity smell. Let's give it a little taster, shall we? Bear in mind 7.2. Yeah, citrus. I mean, it's carbonated, but it's not too bad actually. I suppose I don't expect from that. I suppose I expect it to be fizzy. Looking at it, I expect it to be a fizzy ale. It's just like, yeah, pleasant little after kick there. It's not heavy either. So when I did that Celtic one, that was a hazy beer. It had a haze in it, but that when I say haze, you can see through a haze, you know. When you look for a hazy sunshine, you can still see. That to me, you can't see through it. So, I mean, I'm surprised they call it a haze, because it's not haze, is it? I don't know. Different world I come from, I think. But 7.2. Northern Monk Heathen. Now the thing is, if I sit in a beer garden in the sun, yeah, I could drink. I don't even feel like I'm drinking a beer. It's a bit weird. It is. I know it's an IPA, but it doesn't. It just looks like a sort of cocktail drink to me. You know, it's. I don't know. You know, yeah, I could drink it. It's not. You know, I mean, bear in mind it's 7.2, so it's dangerous because you just drink it, think you're having a sort of fruity drink, and end up, you know, on your back. Yeah, it's very, very fruity. Fruity and so light citrus. I won't say it's heavy with citrus really. It's that new sort of new style IPA, isn't it? Yeah, very fruity. I mean, it's got some sort of, you know, head retention. I mean, yeah, on the mouth it's sort of middle of the road, I suppose. I wouldn't say it's heavy. Being a 7.2, I'd expect, you know, I thought it'd be, but actually it's not. It's not too bad. It's sort of quite drinkable. It's easy drinking. I'd say a few young people, you'll probably enjoy that out there. You'll have to let me know. Hazy, juicy, tropical fruits. So I imagine it's got all them sort of fruits, isn't there? Isn't it? No, they'll have all them. Wonderful. Obviously, you've got your wheat and barley in there. The general base of beer is always the same, isn't it? Is there grapefruit in there? I'll taste a bit of grapefruit. Maybe it's just me. It's like a hint of pineapple almost, I suppose. Because it's tropical, it's like, you know, you ever bought a tropical juice, went from the shop, innit, and you put that in, and you've got all different various fruits in there, all blended together. So it's a nice sort of refreshing. It's refreshing taste. As I say, I'm not drinking it as if I'm drinking a beer. That's the only thing. I mean, I'm drinking that like I'm drinking a summer fruit drink, a cocktail. Put an umbrella in it and a straw. And one of my flamingos stirrers. People are like, what's that? What cocktail's that? I say it's a Heathen. Would I say get it? Yes, get it. Yes, buy it. Yes, give it a try. For me, yeah, I don't know, what should I rate it at? I don't know. It's a tin beer, which, see, all my bias, I try and not be biased, but $3.50 for a can of tin of beer, tin of fruity beer, Northern Monk, Hazy IPA. What should I say with that? I don't know. I have to be strong if you like strong fruit. Slight bitterness there, but nothing. That's a, you know, in the background bitterness is not. It's not too bad at all, really. But what I rate it at? Apparently the best. Did I say the best pale ale people in England or something, wasn't it? So I must be on the website to check it again. Have a look, Northern Monk. NorthernMonk.com they are. You can go on this shop and have a look around the website again, as usual. Free shipping over £50, exclusive subscriptions. But yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you reckon? you know, would you buy it? I'm going to give it a 7.8. 7.8 out of 10. I'm going to go with there. Oh, it's all labelled vegan. Is that what it is? You know, because they don't use, you know, they don't sort of refine, do they? Now, you know, so they can be vegan. Or findings, as we, you know, to clear the beer. You know. And they all say they're vegan. Vegan, so if you're vegan out there, you'll be good with this. Oh, even this one is vegan. So it says on the website, it's $3.50 on there as well. So Tesco sent it for $3.50. Let's just have a quick look and see what it says. Features a classic tropical fruit rye of Citra mosaic, plus a touch of peppery pine from Columbus. And so there is citrus in there. Mosaic. We struggle to stop it disappearing from our shelves. So it obviously sells well, guys. So tell me what you think in the comments. Have you bought it? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? What do you rate it at? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I should obviously drink it. Heathen. So the first one I've tried for Northern Monk, and as I say, I'm going to try a few of these different ones. Blunt Rock Brewery up the road from me, Blunt Rock Brewery. They make a lot of these. There's another one, Firebrand Brewing down the road as well, up Launceston. Launceston to the locals, or Launceston when you first come down here, and you're reading the sign. Yeah, check it out. Northern Monk Heathen. Does it bring up the monk in me? Probably not. Yeah, guys. So let me know whether you've had it and what you think to it. And I'll see you on the next one for another Babbling beer review here at the King and Dragon. As I say, it will be Beery Head will be the next one after Handpull. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the evening, it's getting late now. Probably not much going to bed, I suppose, if you've got work in the morning. Have a safe week with the rest of the week. Whoever down here is not looking too good for the rest of the week. So I don't know where you are. I'm in Cornwall. So take it easy, stay safe. And I'll see you at the weekend with another Babbling beer review at the King and Dragon. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Take care.